Are you tired of sandblasting, rock chips, and damage being done to your windshields? Well, stick around and we'll show you how to protect your windshields.
What they say, hear it all when they talk about me. What they say, I don't care, now I'ma do me.
Getting the McLaren back in the shop. I can see out the windshield, it's got a ton of chips in it. But that's what we're gonna talk about today. Ugh, I'm getting old. So today, we're gonna strictly focus on windshield protection film. The benefits of it, so the pros, the cons, the do's, the don'ts, what it can do, what it can do. But I figured this is a perfect example to demonstrate what windshield film is capable of protecting your windshield from and what it's not. So this windshield film, it's actually Xpel. So it's been about a year. It is protecting the windshield. So we're gonna see how good of a job it did or does. As you can see, tons of sandblasting. We have a few areas where there are chunks, literally chunks or pieces missing. This feels like sandpaper. It's sandblasted through and through. Here's a quick demonstration right over here where all the sandblasting is and where there isn't, right? So this is how the film looked like before the installation and after. This gentleman has been enjoying his car very, very thoroughly. Drives mountain runs and things like that, really getting the full experience out of a McLaren, right? These cars do not like to sit. If you own a McLaren, drive them. They do not like to sit. The more they sit, the more they break. When you drive them, they last longer. So anyways, windshield protection film, it is designed to protect your windshield from sandblasting chips. It will not stop a brick from coming through your windshield. It's not gonna stop a bullet. It's not gonna stop probably a golf-sized rock either, right? Chances of that happening are very slim. But what it will protect your windshield from is things like this, right? All of the sandblasting, all of the minor chips that can occur over time as you're enjoying your vehicles. Windshields can get very, very expensive, especially on exotics, on supercars, and even some modern day vehicles as well. So when before, if you own a vehicle that is at least 10 years or older, you can replace a windshield for about $400 to $500. Now, it's not going to be a factory windshield. It will be an aftermarket piece from Safelite or whatnot. It will not have the same capabilities, I guess I would say, as a factory windshield. What I mean by that is I have seen windshields that are aftermarket that have warping in them. So if you look at it at a certain angle, the windshield will have a bow to it or a warp, and that's just what it is with a cheaper windshield, right? With factory windshields, you will get the best of everything. Look at the difference right there. That's a huge difference. It is much, much easier to change windshield film than trying to find a shop that can replace the glass itself. That's crazy how it protected everything. All the sandblasting. No issues at all. I'm not seeing any cracking, any major chipping of any sort. So we're gonna go through, prep the windshield, scrub it, clean it, razor blade it, make sure there is no adhesive or any glue on here. Get it plotted out with our plotter. There should be a pattern for this one in the Xpel DAP software. Get this installed, and turnaround for something like this is extremely fast. So can essentially be done, the installation itself can be done in about 10 to 15 minutes. So anyways, let's go ahead, get all this prepped and get it all protected for this gentleman so he can keep enjoying his vehicle. What we're doing is just adding a little bit of lubrication so that way we can let got to make sure brand new razor blade, right? Brand new blade. Just go through, scrape it, try to get anything off the surface. Be careful with your edges. There you go. Clean, the blade is clean. We'll have to clean the windshield also from the inside. Hey, you got your coffee? Yeah. You know, I spilled my whole cup. Yeah, I got it mixed up so good. I even tried it, set it down. I got a spoon and it ended up just knocking the whole cup over. So what I'm gonna do right now, we have a local Safe Light store half a mile right down the road from us. So what I'm gonna do is I'll give them a call and just ask them if they're even able to do a windshield replacement on a McLaren 570S.
Para español, diga.
Sí.
If you're on a smart, gracias por elegir.
Oh no, I messed it up. English, please, English.
Good afternoon, this is Jesse. How can I help you?
Hey Jesse, my name is Max. I'm calling from Detail Driven. I need a quote.
Yes, sir.
I need a quote on replacing a front windshield on a 2018 McLaren 570S.
Okay. First off, beautiful car.
Yes.
I'm so sorry about that damage. So just to be clear, you wanted to get an out-of-pocket quote for the windshield?
Correct. Yes.
Those are very unique cars. I admire those quite a bit.
They are
I'm just
very
going to
cool.
have to collect a little bit of information about you and the vehicle, and then I'll be able to give you that quote. Okay, sir?
Sure. Sounds good. It is a 2018 McLaren 570S.
So I'm not getting anything that's popping up in the year, make, and model as well. I think maybe because of, I'm not exactly, that would be considered a supercar, correct?
That is correct. Yes.
Maybe because the vehicle is, you know, relatively rather very expensive and high end. So I'm not sure if we would exactly work on these vehicles. I can definitely go ahead and call customer service or the bat line and go ahead and see if we do. But on my end right now, I'm not getting anything that's coming up. So this might have to be something that you may have to get into contact with the dealership.
Gotcha.
And they may have to take care of that for you.
Okay.
But I can definitely go ahead and make a call really quick and just to confirm that for you if you don't mind.
So there you go. So Safe Light can't even work on cars like this or windshields like this. So if Safe Light can't do it, I assume not many others can. You would have to run this directly through the dealership. Because we live in the valley here in Virginia, the closest dealership is about 2 hours away. So imagine that you get your windshield shattered, it gets broken, you have to travel all the way to Northern Virginia just to get to the dealer, and then all the downtime, transporting, all the hassle. Put some windshield foam on. It will save you a headache. Let's go ahead and call McLaren of Washington.
Thank you for calling McLaren Service. Tiffany speaking. How may I help you?
I have a 2018 McLaren 570S Coupe, and I need the windshield replaced in it.
Yes, 1 second. Let me take down your name and your phone number, and I will have your service advisor give you a call.
They can't even give me a direct quote?
All right, I will have Samara give you a call right back.
Okay, thank you very much. Rinsing off the windshield, making sure there's no lint. Getting all the dirt and debris off. I really wanted to squeegee that, and you just took that bubble right out of my hand.
No, not one. I'm actually excited to watch it. I want to see the coating.
This is how easy it is to install film, right? So it is on the vehicle, it is applied. What we're gonna do is go through, trim it up really, really tight around the edges, finish it off, wipe the whole thing down, get our water spots off of it, pull the vehicle outside, let it cure up, and we'll call the gentleman and let him know that it's ready for pickup. Hopefully, McLaren gets to us pretty quickly because we're very, very curious as to how much it costs to replace a windshield on a vehicle like this, right? So anyways, let's trim it all up, button the card up, do finishing touches. Anyways, and we'll let you know how much it costs. Write down in the comments down below, how much do you think it costs to replace the windshield on a McLaren 570S? So just coming through, have my blade out just a little bit. You don't want to have your blade all the way out and jammed in there because you'll cut up the seal. Just coming through. Which reminds me, I actually got to put film on my M4 before we do the track day next Thursday, just to avoid getting any chips and cracks in that one. And actually, it just hit me when we were off camera. The film we took off the vehicle was another brand, so that was right before we started to use Xpel's windshield film. So it was not as elasticy or bendable like this. It was a little more rigid, but does exactly the same thing. It's the same thickness. We're gonna wait for the call from McLaren. We'll let you know how much it costs to replace the windshield. We'll see you guys with that information here soon. All right, so we have, you're calling from McLaren of Washington, and you have a quote for us for if we were to pay out of pocket. How much is a windshield for a McLaren 570S?
So that windshield is $6,410.40.
Okay.
And then you have the rain sensor, which has to be replaced. That is $566.97. And then you have obviously the adhesive, the glazing. That is $452.97. So the total with tax for the parts comes to $7,876.16.
Okay. And then how much would labor be to basically get it all?
The labor for this would be $2,312.
Okay. So gotcha. So almost at $10,000 to replace the windshield.
Correct.
And then one final question. What is the turnaround time? So let's say I would drop the vehicle off tomorrow, and from the time the windshield is ordered, it's installed, and I get the vehicle back.
That also depends. I would actually prefer to set up an appointment, just that way we have time to order the windshield. It's not something that we carry. Everything is ordered. And a lot of times with these brands that we have, they are coming from overseas. So usually for McLarens, they are coming from the UK, whereas Lamborghini, they will be coming from Italy. So usually it takes a couple weeks for that windshield to even come in. And then once it's here, the turnaround time isn't too terrible. It's about a day or two for us to, remove and reinstall and then let it cure. So I would say safe bet is about 2 to 3 days just to leave it with us. But the biggest part is ordering that windshield.
Okay, got it. Well, that's all the information that we need. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. It's not a problem at all.
So there you have it, folks. So I was way, way off. So if you have a deductible, and let's say it's $100 or $500, then maybe you can get away with not putting windshield skin on your McLaren or high-end vehicle, but then you have a lot of downtime, right? You'll have at least 2, maybe 3 weeks of downtime by the time they order the windshield, by the time it comes in, so Italy or the UK or wherever, right? Or, if you're paying out of pocket, it's almost $10,000 for a factory McLaren windshield? That's mind-blowing. That's insane. So, yeah. $550 compared to a $10,000 windshield job, it's a no-brainer. It should just be something you install on every single vehicle and then just change it every single year, if you have to after it gets chipped up. But with that being said, again, $550 for a windshield skin, it should be a no-brainer. What we should do as well is, just out of curiosity, in the next video, if you enjoy this video, we need to see how much does it cost to replace a windshield on a C8 Corvette. So Z06, ZR1, ZR1X. How much is it to replace that? I don't think it's $10,000. I think it's a lot less, but still, very, very curious. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video, just going and diving really, really deep into installing windshield protection film on your vehicles. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next one.
What they say, yeah. Hear it all when they talk about me.